In this video, we'll take a look at SAVI's Connect I/O, which allows easy integration and control for non-IP enabled devices. While this video will cover all the main features of the Connect I/O, the actual configuration steps for each of the three module types are covered in other videos, which are linked in the description below. Looking at the back of the device, we can see a variety of ports. Starting at the left, the single Ethernet port connected to a network switch allows SAVI to communicate with the Connect I/O. Commands will pass through here before being converted and sent through the applicable module. While the device only has one network port, each of the 8 individual modules has a separate IP address, which needs to be entered into Creator for each module you intend to use. For help locating these modules on the network, as well as setting static IPs on them, see our Connect I/O configuration video featuring the SAVI Discover tool. The next port is where the device receives power and can be used with the included 12-volt power adapter. The rest of the device consists of 8 modules, each with a varying number of ports and capabilities. The first 4 DB9 ports each function as individual RS-232 modules, enabling the transmission of serial commands to displays or other legacy devices in your project. For each of these, you would need to find the SAVI Connect I/O RS-232 module driver in Creator and add one of these to your project for each RS-232 module you intend to use, ensuring the correct IP is entered for each. For the 3 IR modules, each contains 3 configurable IR ports. Each port can be configured in SAVI to act as either a sensor or an emitter, and the third port on the module can use an IR blaster. It's worth noting that when these ports are set to sensor mode, they can be connected to a contact sensor, which could then trigger a macro in SAVI to activate whenever the contact change occurs. Finally, we have the relay module with 6 individual relays. 1 through 3 is on the left port, while 4 through 6 are on the right. This allows for on and off control of various devices, such as motorized shades, projector screens, or even power cycling for AV equipment like an amplifier or a media server. As with any of the modules added to the Creator project, ensure you add the correct IP to the driver. Before sending commands to a specific device, you need to add it to Creator like you would any equipment, and then connect it to the appropriate module in the Connections tab. For instance, in this project I've created a custom serial driver for my displays. I've added several of these custom displays to the project and connected them to my RS-232 module here in the Connections tab. While you may also need to build a custom driver for your device, know that there are a few existing drivers in Creator that can send IR or serial commands for use with specific devices. Once everything is wired, added to the project, and configured, control can be achieved in 3 ways. The first is directly from Facility View. For instance, if you're using an Apple TV, you can click the remote icon here in the list of sources and control the device the same you would with the actual remote. For a serial-controlled audio matrix like this Zone Pro, connecting the serial input to one of these RS-232 modules in the Connections tab means SAVI will send the appropriate serial commands when we change sources or volume here in Facility View. The second option is to incorporate specific commands into automations using macros in Creator. This way, devices can be controlled on a schedule, execute based on a specific trigger, or as simply part of a larger facility or room-wide automation. The last method is manual control, using the command modal for a connected device in the Equipment tab, which is usually done for testing purposes. After clicking the remote icon, I can send any of the commands listed here, and keep in mind you can select multiple instances of a driver to send the commands to multiple devices at once. Also remember that when configuring the various ports, the numbering method used in SAVI is from left to right. So IR Module 3 means the far right IR module, while RS-232 number 3 is here. Lastly, each port is equipped with a small LED which flashes whenever a command is sent. This can assist with troubleshooting or during the initial setup. This concludes our Connect I/O overview. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more SAVI training videos.